You asked about, well, why would somebody watch the videos?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some might say, my wife might say, oh, this is as dull as dishwater, like moving a camera every 8 to 10 feet and repeat. But if you're thinking about buying if you're a real estate photographer and you're thinking about adding Matterport, probably what you want to know is about the workflow and what is it like doing the scanning.
This room has a lot of dust also.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a little lens blow after this because I just think that this room in particular I'm trying to not kick anything up, but it's dusty. And so I'm noticing there are some little particles on the lenses, and there's a fan in the camera. So you have to assume that if you're using it in a construction environment, the fan might suck in dust particles. There's going to be wear and tear on your device. Just keep that in mind. And yeah, it is a little bit boring to watch somebody do Matterport, I admit, but I think that, it's a good opportunity to learn and to share best practices with people.
I mean, just simply watching, where are you picking up the tripod from? That, do I pick it up from one of the tripod legs? Do I pick it up from the inside? All those little subtle things is kind of a reason to watch, to see. I think one of the things that we're not seeing is that there's stitching errors, and then all of a sudden you have to delete a scan, go back and rescan it.
Right. Sorry, I'm walking kind of fast.
You're good. Yes. My sense with a number of Matterport service providers that have Pro3 cameras that upgraded from Matterport Pro2 camera was, oh, look at that. I'm having fewer alignment error problems. I'm having fewer errors of any kind.
Let's do this, Dan, because I know that people want to know what's going to happen when we go outside.
Yeah.
So let's do this. Let's make our way from the living room. And remember, I just sort of jumped over like the front half of the house.
Yes.
We're cool. Like, it's no problem. And then what I'm going to do is scan there. And then we'll go through the kitchen. And then it might see you in this. No, you're good. And then we're going to come through the kitchen. And we're going to basically make a beeline to go from here over through the kitchen, out the scullery, and then onto the pool deck.
You've been doing this quite some time. Do you find that you still make cameo appearances in some of your Matterport tours by accident?
Only in the glass.
In the glass?
Yeah, in the glass.
And sometimes that can't be helped.
Yeah, but then they gave us the blur feature, and so it's kind of not that big of a deal now. I don't find that it's that much of an issue. And then this is good timing because as we go past let me just... I have a thing about chairs looking like they're not tucked in, even though this is... There.
Okay.
All right. Okay. And so we've made it this front part of the house. This is what we skipped, all that. And then I'm going to go through the kitchen, out the door, and into the backyard. Thanks.
I was hoping to make a cameo appearance in your $8 million Matterport digital twin of this $8 million listing.
Yeah. Well,
thank you that you have confidence that I'm pretty good about staying outside of your scans.
I think you're good.
Yeah.
I think you're fine, Dan.
Yeah. May fall into one of the air conditioning traps in the floor, but I'll stay out of your scan.
There are traps, so you should be careful. Let's see if we can jump this far. That's definitely a push, but I would like to get outside as fast as we can. I've seen some of my colleagues go 40 feet, so that's not 40 feet, but should be fine. Like, why I'm confident that it's gonna work is because even though my scan is here, and I want to put it basically like over here.
I'm having trouble seeing it because of the light. Maybe we can turn around this way.
Sorry. So this is the scan. I did one here in the room, one there. Still hard to see here. Let's go over here. Okay, it's done. So it should work, aligning your scan. So I felt like I have enough data here that it'll recognize that that's the spot, and it worked.
Yeah, great. Thank you.
But you can see that it's not a good distance of space between the scans because I have all this lack of data underneath the scan. So I will need to continue to fill in a little more.
Okay, awesome. So Emily's been gracious enough to let me follow along as she scans this 13,000 plus square foot home, 3 floors, 3 levels, 2 different staircases to go upstairs, downstairs, a basement. And
cabana. We might make it to the
cabana. So, but unfortunately, before I knew Emily was coming to Atlanta, Ann and I had some social plans for tonight. So we're jumping around a little bit so that we can see some of Emily scanning on the main level of the house, scanning outdoors, doing some staircases. Emily's been kind enough to accommodate my schedule so that I can get some video.
Dad. It's all good.
But that's why we're jumping around a little bit as opposed to say, well, why isn't Emily just staying in a straight line?
I know, right?
And then just continuing to build a little mini map of this entire floor.
Exactly.
And then I think Emily actually has some time challenges and may not get the whole house done.
I probably won't get the whole house done, but I'll get close to the whole house done. And it's really a matter of dark spaces won't be as relevant, and you don't need to see every nook and cranny. Some of the people who are like obsessed with the dollhouse will say like you could have just taken extra time to do that, but I feel like I said in the beginning, the idea behind this is having an impression of the space. Like that's really what you need, is you need an impression of the space.